Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Today we're looking at Kris Bryant's swing. Going to talk a little bit about some of the things that stand out to me about his overall swing mechanics. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys have anything else that you see. Maybe you see it differently than I do. I'll just give you kind of my opinion, and we'll go from there. So first, Kris Bryant obviously has had an amazing career so far in his young career. Came up as a young kid, 20, probably 23 years old, I think, or so. And his power is special. Obviously, he's big dude, great power numbers. Struck out a lot that first year. I think he had almost 200 strikeouts, 199 strikeouts, I think it was. Over his career now, after 3 years or so, his strikeout numbers have come down each year. His walk numbers are going up. His average is going up, and so he's done a pretty good job of cutting down on that stuff. He's been pretty vocal about swinging up, really trying to get up through the ball, trying to hit the ball in the air. He's come out with quotes that said, if I hit 4 fly balls, I'm trying to hit basically in my 4 at bats, trying to hit 4 fly balls. If I do that, then I've had a good game. Really vocal about that at the beginning of his career. Then last year talked about how he was trying to flatten out his path a little bit more. So instead of being so much up through the ball, he was trying to get a little bit flatter, trying to cut down on the strikeouts a little bit. He's always going to be a guy that is going to be swinging up through the ball. He should be. Not just because we think all players should, have a bat that's working slightly up through the ball to be able to get in the, to be able to hit in this big hitting window here, but especially for a guy of his size and strength and his ability to hit the ball at the ballpark, he wants to get the ball in the air. So it's a good strategy. But again, interesting that he has tried to somewhat temper that a little bit. And this video right here is actually, I think this is from a couple years ago, but he is really up through the ball. I mean, there's some swings where there's no doubt that he's trying to hit the ball in the air. Let's just say that. So when I watch his swing, it is really, really simple. He kind of gets down here, low squat, puts the bat kind of almost on his shoulder here, perfectly flat. And all he does to get ready, I mean, it's a small stride, and it's a pick the bat up. I mean, that's his move right there. And you're going to see that he has this little bit of a shift, so he puts his toe down here. Right, so there's his toe, and now he's going to kind of shift a little bit forward as he kind of gets his hands back a little bit. Again, doesn't have a big move, kind of starts with that elbow up and already pulled back. And so it's, again, there's not a big pullback. It's pretty much just hold that angle just for a little bit here. But I think the unique part for his swing is really this move here where he gets his big-time lateral kind of backwards tilt here when he goes to launch the bat. So again, you're going to really see this front shoulder work up and the rear shoulder really work under. As this back arm starts to work under, this is where he sets his body up in this position. Again, we've talked about it. This is a really good move we talk about how, you're trying to create stretch in the body, so pulling back as you move forward. And again, he doesn't have a huge move there, but this launch back is like that last bit of stretch to allow, the sequence of the swing to work properly, work from the ground up. But it also allows you to get the bat on path early and really allows you to work up through the ball. So, at this point, look at the angles of his shoulders. This shoulder's completely worked under. The shoulder's really worked up and back. And it allows him, again, look at how much uphill he gets through this ball. And he probably hits this ball probably a mile. But he's using his body, and like we said, he talks about very clearly most of his career, coming up in college and even younger, he talks about how his dad has really been emphasizing, swinging up through the ball, getting the ball up in the air, utilizing your strengths, which obviously for him is his bat speed, and his size, his ability to be able to put the ball out of the ballpark, hit it a long way. And so, that's the move right here. To help him, create a swing, not only to give him some bat speed, but also really to create that path to really get the ball up in the air. So, to me, that's what stands out the most. Everything else is pretty simple. Doesn't do a whole lot. Doesn't really need to do a whole lot. Guy's so big and strong. Some of the smaller guys we've seen with bigger moves trying to make up for some of that lack of size and strength, but a guy that is kind of already really well put together. It doesn't need to have as big of moves. Still uses his body really well. And to help kind of put himself in position to create the path that he wants. So, let me know what you guys think about Kris Bryant's swing. If you see anything different, again, let me know. We can discuss it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Share the video with all your friends. Check out the description box below. I've got a bunch of stuff down there for you guys to check out that I think you will enjoy. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will talk to you later.